We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button, tell me know you watch this video, helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys a penny stock that has a 500% plus upside potential based off analysis ratings and based off of 42 vision. This is probably one of the best points to be able to maximize on this opportunity based off the charts. But before we look at it, we break it all down, we see who they are, we break down the data and the charts. I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, check out the link down below. And we're going to jump into one of the top penny stocks right now with a 500% plus opportunity to the upside. So the home run of the day was spectacular and it was beyond expectations. And if this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And this is what we strive for every single day. So the stocks I mentioned this morning were WTRH, KOSS, and GWH. Now, GWH was a home run from yesterday. I was watching it carefully to see if it gave an opportunity. And between GWH and KOSS, there were small jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%. But our home run of the day, let's go ahead and look at the chart here together. It was phenomenal. We started talking about this one as it was pulling back in the pre-market, hit a bottom here of about 109. It started to reverse towards the bell, jumped up a 10 to 15% move, pulled back down and continued to a highest point of 25% plus, almost reaching 30% plus. So if this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, check out the link down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us. And this is what we strive for every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with UpHealth. And I don't know if you guys have heard of this one before, but this is a stock that has been beaten down. It is a SPAC. And it falls into that category of speculation due to the fact of it being a SPAC merger. Now, this is a stock that is powering healthcare to the digital transformation of things, right? So this is a growth stock within itself being a SPAC. This is one of those two mixes that turns out to be not so great in the current markets. It's been beaten down and a reversal is bound to happen, right? Because I mean, it can only go down so far. And it just got actually public. And I think there's a lot of investors that are probably just waiting on the sidelines or trying to figure this out to see where's the best opportunity. And I think after doing an offering and falling to these lows, this is probably one of the biggest points of maximization at these levels. And if it does go even down further, well, then that's where things have to be reanalyzed, or at least average cost basis is what I would do as an investor. At the end of the day, every single person does their own due diligence and their own research to make their own rational decisions. But this has a lot to do with making the cost of care less and making things to a digital pharmacy, the global telemedicine, tech-enabled behavioral health, integrated care management platforms. I mean, everything you can think of the healthcare, turning it into a digital world. And that's what Teladoc has done. There's others out there, but this one right here, just for it being beaten down as much as it's been, even though it's a smaller company, I think there's so much room here for this company to grow and someday be worth billions, right? But right now, it's just worth a couple hundred millions. And if you look at it here, it's 261 million in worth. Now, this was worth $1 billion when it was actually a SPAC merger, and it was actually worth over $10. It was like way up here at $10 and some change. Since then, it has just been a falling knife. It's had great opportunities to be traded, which I've traded it before. I've mentioned this one on the Patreon, and it's jumped up 20% to 30%. But here we are at a big pullback, and I mentioned it last week on the Patreon, and you can see it here on the screenshot. When I mentioned it, October 3rd, it was sitting near $3 and some change. I had stated the last time I talked about it was at the 5s, and it jumped up 20% plus. And now it was hitting a new 52-week low I was going to watch it this week and see how things look. The company still has a lot to prove, but analysis ratings were still pointing to the upside. It is a speculative one, but if we look here at the analysis ratings, they are pointing up towards 500% from these levels, guys. 500% at the highest point. Right now, this is when I took the screenshot when I started watching it last week. It was at $3. It's half of that now. So it has 500 to 700% upside from the current levels at $1 and some change. Now, in that same week, when the offering happened and things actually fell pretty fast, it hit that low. And that's why on the weekly watch list, the opportunity is to try to catch it at its lowest point, watching it at its lowest levels, or the lowest levels are bound to come in the next few days or within that week. So if you want to know about opportunities early, you can join us. The link is down below in the description to the Patreon. You get access to the Discord, my daily watch list, and my weekly watch list. So that same week, it hit the lows there of 162. And that right there was a phenomenal opportunity based off of 42 vision. You could see it there, all the extreme weakness until things started to transition, and it's getting out of weakness from the end of last week going into this week, guys. That's where you can actually see things with strength, and it's already moved up from those lows nearly a 10 to 20% move, and I believe it is just getting started. And if analysis ratings are actually pointing this to the upside and they do not downgrade, they keep those positions and they keep on saying, you know what, it is worth $12 a year from now, $13 a year from now. There is huge explosive growth opportunity here, and this is a market that is growing, expanding, and will become a norm, because it started becoming a norm due to social distancing. But a lot of caretakers, right, a lot of doctors, a lot of offices are noticing that they keep around less patients inside a room waiting, and they can actually connect with all their different patients that don't need to come, right, or risk exposure being at an office waiting for their turn, when they can actually do it from the comfort of their home, and also through text and through messaging, staying in touch, and also sending prescriptions right out, especially those that just need to do a follow-up to see how they're doing and they just need their medications. The elderly and all those that need contact with their doctor consistently but don't need to really be there physically, right? That is a big move in the whole entire healthcare sector. And some people would say that gaps need to be filled. That's not always true, but if it is true in this case, from those lows up to these highs here, that is nearly a 80% plus move. We're going to see how this continues to play out, but 42 vision on the 30-minute is showing strength. And if we look at it here on the 1 day, it is just beginning, guys. And you can gain access to 42 vision as well in the 42 vision tier level. Check out the link down below as well for that. And you can join the Discord, the Patreon, and gain access to the clarity in the charts. This is a very interesting position for this stock at these levels, and it's a penny stock right now, but things could change really quickly as things start to shift and there's more clarity in the markets and investors pile on in and start taking more risk on. And this company itself is reshaping the way the healthcare sector works. Growth SPAC means speculation, but also high growth potential. 500% upside based off of analysis ratings. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. Have you been watching this one? What do you think about it? And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.